Hi, my name is Liana Liza binti Mustafa Kamal and my metric number is 261130. And in this presentation, I will touch on my group's introduction, classification of Pekan Port Pahang, and conclusion. Maritime transportation is one of the most used transportation recorded in history among all other transportations. Any transport by water costs way less money than air transports, therefore making the water transportation a high demand in transporting big amounts of cargoes. These maritime transportations will not operate well without the use of seaports. These ports are maritime facilities that may have one or more wharves where the sea transportation can dock to load or unload their cargoes or even passengers. Therefore, in fulfilling the needs and demands of the economy, government and private sectors have planned many initiatives to improve the industry. For example, expanding the port on the hinterland, upgrading the system effectively and efficiently by using the new technologies in the operational process, and having more collaborations with other supply chain parties. Rather than focusing on upgrading the existing ports throughout the country, the initiative on building a new port is a higher risk on the financial side, but it will benefit more. Building a new seaport in Pekan Pahang, Malaysia is a good initiative to start with, because on that side of the town, several automotive manufacturing multinational companies such as Daimler AG for Mercedes-Benz and DRB Highcom had developed their factories and distribution center for their supply chain operations. The Pekan town will be developed and benefited more if a new seaport is built in that area, and plenty of job opportunities will be made for the local people too. Pekan Pahang is a special industrial area for many multinational companies, especially for the car manufacturing sector. Malaysia's automotive sector is one of Malaysia's major industries for the past few years. It is an initial effort by the state government in making Pekan Pahang as a concentrated industrial area to satisfy the current economical and demand for the business.
Therefore, it is suitable for the government to concentrate on first, container port, and second, RORO, which is roll-on or roll-off terminal.
A container port or a container terminal is a facility center of the movement of transportation of cargo containers from a location to another location, from the suppliers to the customers or users, by using different vehicles or mode of transportations. The container port in Pekan Pahang will serve as an alternative for the industries of multinational companies in that specific area to contribute in their distribution or supply chain activities. For example, containers coming in will bring supplies that are needed in assembling or manufacturing cars for the automobile companies assisted in Pekan Pahang. While on the other hand, a roll-on roll-off terminal, RORO port, are meant specifically for RORO purposes, which means it is designed to load wheel cargo like cars, trucks, semi-trailer trucks onto large shipping vessels for transporting overseas. These are also an alternative for shipping vehicles if the vehicles involved to transport is too large to fit in a container, that it is required for the party to ship via RORO.
Therefore, the types of commodity that a seaport should be able to handle are first, automotive parts, and second, any type of wheeled vehicles.
These automobile parts can be shipped by all over the world in containers or even bulk cargoes. Pekan Port will serve as a port authority that are capable of handling these types of commodities, especially as a container. This is due to the large amount of companies in the world that will ship out the automotive parts by container, as it is the safest and the cheapest way to do so. For wheeled vehicles, Pekan Port will have all the facilities in order to operate the port as a RORO terminal. A large area for the parking lot, drivers for the vehicles, and systems to manage the RORO well is crucial. A built-in ramp at the vessels or A bridge link span at the quay itself will be the interface of choice between the ship and the shore to ensure optimum traffic flow of wheeled vehicles. With all the factors in focus and to be considered in the efforts of building the future port of Malaysia, Pekan Port Pahang, it is guaranteed that the port will serve well to cater the surrounding environment demands. Pekan Port will also improvise through time too, because there is enough space for improvements and expansions that can upgrade the entire port thoroughly, either it is for the system or even the services. It is better to focus on certain demands first in starting of the port operation rather than to go all out in the starting of it and having larger risk of losses. Pekan Port have its own potential of future expansion, thus assuring that it is a promising long-term plan. So that is all from me for the introduction, classification and conclusion part of the assignment. Thank you.